Hello, 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 hello. We are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put on some nice mellow music in the background. Bring down my volume a little bit. And we can get started. As you can see, I already prepared what we're gonna do today. It is the last of the streams, so exciting. Let me see, what genre are we listening to today? Shall it be hip-hop, acoustic? Let's say acoustic. What has acoustic to give us? All right. Matsbab, goede avond, Robert Bassi. Goede avond indeed. That's avond. You're mixing all the languages, my friend. Alright, ladies and gents, let me bring this one back as well. Where do we have it? Back! We had this nice little pure ref here. And Shift A. Let's keep it up here for now, because it is good to have a little bit of reference. And then we are nicely going to color this in. Well, color, render. And I thought, I'm gonna put it away after all. I thought let's go with some nice beige, old yellow, white colors. Now, if I take away the background, you can see that I already added a layer of white below our lines. And I'm just gonna color pick here, because why not? And just fill these with this sort of white. This is quite old withered look that I enjoy. And then let's just give this 3D look a little more legitimacy by going in with the darks here. This is where we're going. Matze, the best fitting background music for Fallout would be jazz, currently non-audible. Non-audible, let's see, can we fix that? Should be audible. I'll bring it up to 40 here, and we shall switch to jazz. I think that's a good idea. We have blues. I don't see jazz. There is jazz. You are correct. Taking acoustic away. Let's see what sort of jazz we have. Pretty sure it's gonna be some sort of modern jazz. Oh, there you go. It is not too Fallouty, but it is Fallouty enough. Hey Kim, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you doing? How are you doing? So for now, I'm just trying to bring in a little bit. Just a bit of colors from all over the place. It's a bit too harsh. Let me see if I can choose something that's a little bit... there we go. That's more like it. Key sign phenomenon. Hey, how are you? I am good. I am good. I haven't done this sort of textury painting work in some time, so I'm excited for this. Let's see how this ends up. How are you? What sort of phenomena are you witnessing lately? Kim, pretty okay here. Came home early from the bike trip in southern Belgium. Way too much rain. Yeah, this was the wettest June that I can remember, so I can imagine wasn't the driest thing. Have you moved inside? Yes. So the sede is like what is it? Greenhouse during the summer, which means that yes, key sign phenomenon. How are you? So the sede sort of cooks me, and also it's way too bright. So during the day I can't really work there because I do not really see anything. So yeah, sadly I did have to move inside. But hey, this works as well. I just noticed that this is not the most correct situation here, so I want to quickly fix that, because if we're in 3D, like, this space should be wider than this space. So what I am going to do is move this screen just a little bit, this direction, just like this, and then it everything should be all nicer and better. So you're happy with rain and cloud. I was actually really excited. Every time I saw that the clouds were coming, I was very excited. It was a very silly situation because I'm a big summer person and I love sunshine. But if you need to get work done, not not the best situation for that. No, sir. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to rendering. Let me just rename these for lines. These will be our lines. There we go. And this is just an empty layer that we don't need. All right, if we come back here, and I'll take an airbrush, and then here where we have these corners, well, this is barely visible, is it? Yeah, so let's see if either I look for something brighter here, or I'm just gonna bump it up a little bit myself. You don't have to stick with your reference necessarily. If you feel that, oh, you know what, I want to bump it up a bit, then just go for it. Matze, will you have a nice new studio in the new house, rooftop chamber? Yeah, that will be the situation, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm pretty sure that it is not going to be done by the time that we're moving in. So we will have to. I will have to wait with that. I will probably need some sort of temporary desk, whatnot situation, because I had a small desk in the previous house, so it doesn't take up too much space, and we sold that. So right now I'm in a deskless situation, and I don't want to buy the proper desks or whatnot, what I want for the new place, until the attic, the so-called office is ready. All right, let's just a little bit of that yellowness. Kisef, I'm rotopainting in silhouette for fun. Rotopainting is for the roto animation, right? That's what you're doing. That does sound like fun. That sounds like quite a bit of fun. Rotoscoping, that's where it comes from, right? Okay, so let's be just a little bit patient with this. Don't have to hurry it up. All right, well, something that I could already do. I actually like this screen. I could look for a different screen, but for now I'm just gonna take this one and try and fit it over my screen, because I think it's a good fit. There we go, just bring it there. And I am going to, because the light for me is coming from that direction, so as soon as this micro break is over, I'm going to flip it. Robert living the modern office slave work style, hot desk policy. Well, the hot desk is going to be probably in the living room for a while, so we will need to get rid of that quickly. Having a desk in a living room is not going to be the solution. Edit, let me do this, Control T, edit, transform, flip horizontal, and then make it a bit smaller, and just try and paste it in here. What are we doing? There we go. And now I take this distortion thing and just try to squeeze it into place. There we go. I can clean up around the lines, but for now this looks pretty okay. I'm happy with this. And we had, where is my pure F? we had some computers and televisions here, and I want to see what sort of this interior thing that we have. It is sort of wooden with the televisions, and here it is a different color. I actually like that. I do like that. So I'm gonna do a copy here, just paste it over there. It's a bit too big, we don't need it that big. I just want this for color picking purposes, and probably make a copy of this one as well. Whoa, this is a big one. Okay, okay. Is it just black? So it is some sort of brownish black like that. So I'm just gonna make a new layer here. Let's call this screen, and this a round screen plastic. And then we just fill it with the color that we just harvested there. There we go. Nice selection work. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna take this away for a second because I wanna clean up this screen situation here. Which I see now there we have a little bit of discrepancy. So let's just pull this just as we need it. And now, just a little bit of patient erasing work around the lines here. If you see anywhere that you, as I said, patient, which also means paying attention and not overdoing it. There we go. Okay, and now we push up the opacity. This didn't look as smooth as I wanted it to look, so just a quick adjustment there. Okay, and now this one can come back as well. Oh, interesting. So this was in the TV, okay. No problem. Now that we see better where these whites are, we can quickly adjust them, and maybe a little bit there as well. Okay, now around this one we lock as well. And as you can see, we have this nice little shine there. We want some of that here, so I'll stick with my airbrush and just bring some of that in here. Hey Hussein, welcome to the stream. Actually, these corners should be in shadow, so I should pay more attention to these corners, because according to how I set up my own light source, this here should be in shadow. Well, technically all of them are in shadow. Okay, let me just do this again. And then here we have this edge that is lit a little bit, and I would say the top gets some of this lighting love as well. There we go, and maybe go a bit brighter now. And then if your lines interfere, what I do many times is I just duplicate my lines, hide my original ones, and now I'm just gonna say, you know what, I don't like those things there. I'm just gonna erase them. They're good because they're communicating, when you only have lines, they're communicating that, that there should be some sort of line effect there. But now they're more interfering than being helpful. And I'm gonna add just a bit of this sort of light there as well, and just bring a bit more back here. And that is pretty good. Now what I can do is I'm gonna follow my own setup. So I again, we had this sort of line setup here. Let's see what happens if I actually try and make this a little bit shinier? Does it work? Does it not work? I can always just erase these lines if it doesn't work, or I just leave them there for the fun of it. And let me put it on a new layer just because. Then I would do view, no, sorry. Where is it? Filter, Gaussian blur. Oh, that was too strong of a Gaussian blur. Filter, Gaussian blur. No, come on. Damn it, what am I doing, guys? I said filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And now we can control it and bring it down a little bit. Okay, and then let's see if I erase this. Ooh. Yeah, I think definitely without these lines. I really don't think that these lines are necessary. What I could do is bring down the opacity. Ooh, opacity not of this, but the opacity, yeah, of that one. See, that is actually not bad. What I'm going to do is lock this layer and fill it with white, or maybe just a brighter version of this blue that I picked. And I think that's gonna work. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right. So now let's see. What will be the next step? Okay, let's hide this. We took what we needed from there. And let's go back to pure ref. Let's see if we had some sort of buttons, like colored buttons. Like we have normal buttons there. So these are all white, sort of, but these are dials, right? Let's look for this. So I'm going to do old school dials. Is it not dial? Somebody correct me, because apparently it is not dial. I'm talking about these round things that you adjust. I thought they're called dials, but then again, my English is not the best. Maybe it's not dial. Rotating button? Knobs. It probably is knob. Let's see. Dial knob. Yeah, okay. Look at you guys helping me with my English. That's very good. Old school. Yeah, this something like this exactly. And then let's compare that here and then back here. Like the best, the thing, what because we're doing concept art, the best thing would be just like find something and then paste it in there. I saw a couple that I liked, so this I isolated. That's a picture. I don't want a picture. Oh, a picture. Oh, this looks good. This looks good as well. Ah, here we have even more. These all look pretty good. Let's copy this. Rotating dial thingy. Yeah, almost. That's what I was going for. Okay, let's erase that. I'm gonna copy this, hide this somewhere up there. Actually, I'm gonna make a ref folder. Ref. Okay. And now we're going to do a short break. Robert is pushing the wrong buttons to find his knobs. Maybe he needs to dial it up to switch it around. That was good. That was good. I see that maybe the angle is not the best. Do we have better angles? These are, oh, there we go. These probably are a little bit better. Copy image. Yeah, these are better. Okay. Well then, we don't need this. So this happens when you're doing work like this. This can happen quite often. That your reference is not the best. You have to spend some more time on good reference. So we put it in there. We delete the old one, not needed anymore. And I'm just going to take one of these from here, and I'm gonna take my time and make sure to, well, actually I see that I left a bit around there. Let's see, can we take the whole thing? Copy, yeah, and paste on top of it, and then what we do is rotate it like that. That is fitting pretty okay there. But I'm just gonna do this because I see that this button, so as you can see, what I drew has way more of a taper to it, and this one doesn't have the taper. So we're just going to bring a little bit of a taper in here, and then make it a bit smaller to make it fit better. And then we can still bring a bit more of that taper, make sure that it fits where we need it to fit. Something like that. All right. And now what I do is I just put a layer below this one. Wrong brush. I want just a hard round brush. And I'm just gonna paint this in here, following my own lines, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna merge these two, erase everything I don't need, and then just try and play around until I have the right sort of color, because right now I'm not quite there. Here, if you want, you can also switch to a softer brush. I mean, it's still a hard round brush for me. I just adjust the pressure of which it's working with. And it is all about playing around a little bit, like how much, because I drew some texture there as well, I can lighten it up a little bit. Something like that. And from far, all of the irregularities and all these things are not gonna be visible, so don't worry about that. There we go. Just gonna copy that a couple of times, once there and then another time. There we go. And this is what it looks from far, and from far it's totally fine. We hire monkeys. I'm here to mess with everything. I'm here to mess everything up. Well, I already did that quite well, so don't worry about you messing things up. Okay, let's go back to the dial knob, and let's pick a different one for the side. Ooh, I like these red ones, or even the golden ones. Let's see. I mostly want it for its color, because I think it's quite nice having such a strong color there. So let's copy that, then pop it into ref, paste it here. And then just make sure to shrink it down. And now we're going to adjust this a little bit. This is really the point where you don't have to worry about distortion that much. You just adjust it until you think, you know what, that I like, that is working. Okay. And then just paint over, and this is all about having fun as well, so not too many worries here. Erase the parts that we definitely do not need. I'm prepared for art fight with my Pentium 4 HD. I was on, where was it? I was on Threads one of these days, and because I'm old, I'm getting more old people content. And somebody asked, or it's something that they do now, like, are you old, but are you this old? And then they posted something like, what OS did you start with? And people were like, oh yeah, I started with Windows XP or 98 or whatnot. I was like, oh, I started with actually MS-DOS and Windows 3.1. Those were my starting points. So that is where I feel at home. And the question then, is this working? We put in all this energy into making this nice, and I just don't know if this was working. I'm gonna leave it for now, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, we need to do a little bit of darkening this area here because we don't really have light there. Ooh, hyper-threading, fancy. I was not hyper-threading. That was when mine was made. Don't lie, you started with hitting rocks with each other. That's not an operating system. Like, I would have said I started with arranging rocks. That would have been an operating system, Roducci. But not just hitting them together. Okay, I'll leave this here for now. Well, no, I'll do one more. Just because I'm not 100% sure this is working. So I don't want to waste too much time on it. Because we lost most of the effects that I wanted to use for this one. So we might just come back for this. Okay, so this is not a plastic. Where is my... Let's see if we have some handles anywhere. Because I want to use a handle for that. Okay, we do not, so we're gonna look it up. Leather. Brown leather handle. Paka paka paka. Worn. Of course I want it a bit worn. Is it, would I write gun handle? Let me see, worn. I'll just write gun just for the reference. I have got 2 floppy drives though. That's a rich person's game. Compared to Twitter, threads feels like fast food, short threads and engagement bait, but no real organic discussion like Twitter used to have. Twitter was always too toxic for me. I prefer threads. I don't see the toxicity there just yet. It might come, but hey, the total function. Chalkboard OS 3.1. Okay, this is a bit more. There we go. Something like this is what I'm looking for. But not actually. That's not leather, but like whatever. Maybe I shouldn't call it leather? Oh, that's nice. I see these are gun slips, not necessarily leathers. Maybe fill the middle of the knot with a star or some decal. That's not a bad idea. I don't want to use wooden handle, that would look a bit weird. I do want to do the... or something like this. These are all good examples. So I want this worn effect. Okay, let's see, copy image. Okay, no, not there, not there. Let's see what of this we can use for our little handle. Actually, this part looks good. Okay, what I like to do, so this is, maybe y'all know, maybe this is nothing new for y'all. No, one too many. There we go. So what I like to do is try to, because if I do a Control T now, you can see that these are not aligned with the edges. So I try to rotate it. I bring it down here and try to make it, I try to make each side as horizontal as possible. And I keep on checking. That is better. If I pull a little bit on this, that's already better. Now I pull a little bit up here, enter, and now everything is sort of at the correct hooks or edges. And I just duplicate this so I have a version that I can work with if necessary. So just rotate this into place and then just place it in there. Whoa. Something like that. I'm going to duplicate, oh, wrong layer. I'm going to duplicate this and just bring this down here and soft erase the edges, and then we have sort of a relatively nice transition there. And what I want is, like, I merge these two together and I'm going to clone this area, without that part, of course, over here a little bit. There we go, just a little bit like that. And now back with the lines. Now we can say this and just clean up nicely around it. And that looks pretty good there, I would say. Try brown and not orange or black. Did I say orange? I thought I wrote brown. Brown leather handle. Yeah, that's what I wrote. There's always good old blanket switches to remind you you're cheap. My father had a laptop with an upside down mouse ball thingy on the side. On the side? Monochrome screen and solitaire on it, all in that nice nicotine beige color. Well, not in floppy, but something similar indeed. Okay, let's go back to this one, and I'm just gonna do this. And I'm gonna bring down, make it a bit darker there as well, because this is in shadow. And then just soft erase again the edges. Oh. And maybe bring down the brightness even a bit more. Okay. And merge, actually merge them together. Okay, and here on the inside, of course, we don't have leather. This is all part of the plastic. And weathering we will do a little bit later, but we will do that as well. Oh no, what happened? Why are these on the same layer? They shouldn't be. Oof, I messed up at some point, didn't I? There we go. Okay, let's just separate these layers just to be sure. Okay. Leather strap. And then these are knobs. And this is a red knob. And what is this? Actually, these two we can merge together. Maybe light brown on the edges where it has worn out. Okay, yeah, weathering later. We will do the weathering. It's just a little bit later. Okay, so we have the dial. I can copy that actually. Let's see. I can old rotary phone dial. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey. I love that we're listening to Jingle Bells. I don't know if y'all can hear the music at all, but it literally is Jingle Bells right now. But it is jazz, and according to Matsubob, that fits with the whole Fallout thing, so that is what we're doing. Let me see, because we could. So these mostly are see-through, which makes sense. So I could go for something see-through as well, which would need that I would have to paint most of it. Okay, let's just do this. Whew. So we're just gonna Shift M and make a selection around this. I'm gonna make a bit of a bigger selection. Well, we're halfway to Christmas, so it fits. Yeah. Let's say so. Why not? Well, this definitely looks weird, but that's fine because I get most of the things out of it that I want. Art fight is basically summer Christmas. What? What? So the thing is, like, here we will not get all this nice transparency that we have, so I will have to paint over a bit more. But like I'm gonna show you how we can cheat this as well, because the idea is that we want to cheat as much as possible here. I want a hard eraser. Oh no, music is gone. Oh no, music is back. Good. This is why you're not complaining. Even if it's Christmas music, you're just happy for it and take it. Middle Easterns in the office joked that we have 1 week of winter left before winter starts again. I just feel like being inside a Fallout elevator going all the way down. Okay. Ooh. Okay, time for a micro break. The thing is, I also need to speed up because I set a goal for myself that these will last about an hour, and we are 40 minutes in and far from done. So I better get get going with this. I feel like I have a good start here, and then we will just move on from here. So here, let me show you my cheating trick for this one. I will open my references. And I will do this. Okay, we need a slightly less thick arrow there. There you go. And now whoever you give this to render, they will know, okay, this is sort of the texture I have to use there. So that's that. Then let's go back, because I know we had a couple of nice radios here. Let's see if we can actually use this. Copy. Just gonna throw it in here. Just gonna take whatever there is here now, and then we're gonna nicely adjust it outside of this ref folder. Let's see how it fits. I'm gonna do the same trick that I did before, just because I want these to be straight lines. They seem relatively straight to me, so I'm just gonna... Ooh, we need our square marquee tool back. Just take a copy from there. There we go. I think we can bring down the opacity a little bit so it's less busy. What's the micro break app called? Work Rave. Let me bring it up so you can see it. Right click. Oh, how do I? What? Right click here, sorry, yeah, preferences, there we go. So work, I don't know why it doesn't say here, it should say work rave somewhere, but you can set up a micro break. So as you can see, every 10 seconds I have where is it? Rest break. Why doesn't it say? It should be, yeah, exactly. Every 10 minutes, the break is 10 seconds and the postponement is 230, and you can postpone 3 times, and after that it locks your computer. And then every 57 minutes, I put it like, so basically for I work for the 1 hour from which 3 minutes are breaks. And day limit, I just didn't put a day limit for myself because, yeah, no. But yeah, it's a good app, use it. If jazz does not fit Fallout, still sounds like Cowboy Bebop, so win-win. Yeah, I agree. Hey Alien, welcome. Let's do lasso tool. Because we don't need this here. I'm just gonna add just a slight highlight onto these edges. Nobody says that you're not allowed to paint a little bit over your baby. Select outside, Control-Shift-I, and I'm gonna bring in just a bit of darkening. Okay, I'm gonna take a soft brush and just add a bit of shadow around the surrounded area here. I like how that looks. Maybe make it a bit darker, a bit more saturated. And then maybe I can try doing that there a little bit as well. And then there as well. Yeah, that gives it a bit of 3D. Now I'm going to merge these three things together. Bam! Just like that. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna clean up everything here a little bit. This actually I could do with a lasso tool because it's straight. And then here we're going to lasso tool a little bit as well. Just cut it off. And then this will be our top area. There we go. And then this around that I erased away now is going to be the metallic area, the same as I will use for the camera lens there. But for that we need to find old photo camera lens. Yes, yes. I like this. This looks proper nice and old. I'm just gonna do a copy preemptively on this one. Might find something, but this is also nice. Oh, there's a lot of nice ones here, guys. It's hard to choose. Hard to choose. We didn't name things. As you guys know, I like to name things every now and then. This is dial. Loudspeaker. All right. Melik Shah Ayan. Hello, sir. Do you think you can make tutorial for transportation car yacht sketch? It could be awesome because sometimes it is hard to understand the logic of complex surfaces for reflections. That is not my strength. Automotive / transportation design is really not something that I'm good at. I don't feel quite comfortable making a tutorial on that, just because it's I don't know how to do many of those things. And especially with, like, I don't know how much you follow my channel, but I do not specialize on rendering. I'm more of a sketching guy. I know now this is all rendering here, but you can see that I am cheating as much as I can and try to render as little as necessary by just doing a whole bunch of photo bashing. Okay, so now the trick is that we want this to fit here, so we want this to be at least the colors have to be nicely in shadows in shadow areas, non-shadows in non-shadow areas. So this can be darker like this. Here on the outer edge, we're going with a darker color as well. And then here we go into this lighter one, and I'm going to do the transition nicely in a second from bright area to not bright area. But first I want everything to be drawn in, because now I can just lock it. I can take my hard round with transition enabled, and I'm just gonna do this. And as you can see, maybe it's a bit too dark, because I forgot that technically this is still on the outer edge. But as you can see, this works pretty well. Looks quite good for that technology. Now I'm gonna keep it locked, but I can take my line tool and I'm just gonna fill these with this darker line here, there, and there, and there. And we are on a different layer. Oh, let's go back to our hard round brush. There we go. So now we have all the edges. What we can do is, so I have my lines here. I'm just gonna add the highlights on top of that. Highlights. And then here we can take some of this brighter color and just make sure to go over it just a little bit here and there. I can do that here as well. But actually I shouldn't do this, because I told Kim that I'm gonna do the weathering just a little bit later, and technically this is part of weathering. So okay, let's stop here with this. Okay, call this camera. And I had a good microphone in, I had several good microphones here if I remember correctly. Oh, here, this one. I like this one, so we're gonna copy. Ooh, that's not the right one. Copy, paste in here. Yeah, sadly the resolution is not fantastic, but the idea is that we're just trying to create something that looks realistic, and we pass it off to a 3D person who will model this. So let's see if we can fit this here. Okay. Now the only problem is this is not fantastically following the lights that I like. So first let me just fix these little areas that peek through my lines. And then what we're going to do is try to cheat. So there's some light in there. Let's see how we're going to do that. So that what I do for that is we go to linear dodge. I think dodge will make it brighter for us. There we go. Another thing that I'm going to do is Control U. I'm going to bring down the saturation a little bit on this one. We don't need that much saturation. And then go back to linear dodge tool. and just bring in a bit more of that. Before I do, like, this bright is a bit very bright there, so I want to fix that a little bit. And let's do more of this. Like, this dodging can be very, very bad very quickly, so don't overdo it willy-nilly. Be a bit strategic with how you're going to use it, and feel free to just step in and tone it down a little bit with painting if necessary. Aren't all persons yes, technically they are, I agree, but I meant more as in people who do 3D. That was the bedoeling. Okay. And of course we will be able to come in a little bit on the highlights. So I just jumped there. And I just draw an outline here, just because it's going to catch a bunch of the brightness there, and then it's going to fade away as we go that way. And then here also it slowly fades away, and I can do a little bit of the opposite here. I'm just gonna strengthen this blacker outline, just making it a bit more 3D like that. Okay. 2D or not 2D? That is the question. Okay. Then just let me come back here a little bit. Not the happiest. So this is a bit too bright. So I'm just going to do a bit of this. Saturation is on full. Let's bring that down. There we go, and then we can brighten it up even more if we want to. And it's time for a rest break, which is going to be a shorter rest break, but it's fine. We are coming, technically the time is over, but we're gonna put in just a little bit more time. Good water. So how's everybody else doing with summer so far? I know Kim and us Dutchies, we had a very enjoyable, wet, moist, rainy June until now. How is everybody else doing? I imagine Raducci is cooking somewhere in his basement, hiding from the heat and the summer. Or the sun, not summer. Everybody else okay? Oh. Let's crack a bit that. Crack the neck. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Okay, skip. Back to business. Let's do this because I said it in the beginning. I want weathered leather. Holster? I can't go outside, I'll turn to dust. Are you like Arizona or something like that? That's usually the dust people. Okay, so I'm gonna do the weathering over the highlights as well. Let's go brighter a bit there. After Shitberg didn't work out last year, I'll be in Boston. I'll be in Moxton next week. Why does everybody hate Pittsburgh? My wife had a conference there once as well, and she also called it Schittsburg or something like that. Apparently it's really not the best place, is it? Also, why are there so many conferences there? Schittsburg. I must admit, this is like the most fun part about any sort of painting is this weathering sort of effect adding. Like, if you don't like this, then just don't paint, because I don't think it gets better than this. There we go. Looks nice and weathered. Now I could add also the darker edge to my leather here. And then bring some more of that here. Screws, I think that will help us as well. So if I look at screw head cross, I only picked it up from you telling me this. Oh, okay. Here, there we go. I think, let's see what would work best here. Copy image, paste, and then Control CD and delete. And this is microphone. Now, let's squeeze it in there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that. And now just copy paste it everywhere, like there's no tomorrow. Also on the leather. There we go. And one more. That is nicer, I would say, right? Screws. Something like that. You should use hex screws to hinder repairability. Why do we want to hinder repairability? That's new to me. Why do we hate humans? Let me just take these two colors and then I'll call this switch. Wow. I do like the different I can't believe this is the brightest point. That's crazy. Let's push it a bit more. Well, 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 says Martin. Here we don't necessarily need to steal colors from somewhere. We might just do it ourselves. I could go a bit darker. Well, this sounds to me way more like some sort of James Bond or 70s spy flick sort of background music than anything that's in Fallout. Well, 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 we meet again. That's also a good fit into the whole James Bondy secret agent sort of situation. Yeah, I could have stuck with the dark that I picked from there, because this seems to be just not dark enough when I do it. There we go. James Bond Fallout. I mean, that could work. Sort of a secret agent in a post-apocalyptic world. Oh yeah, and then this was supposed to be metallic there. So I just copy that. And then we just do a red here. Let's go a bit darker as well. All right, there we go. And now okay, scratch is an old look, let me see. Old white weathered plastic. And I pressed the caps lock while pressing. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no. Old worn computer. Let's see. My Wi-Fi is going haywire, probably because of the football EM. Yeah, I'm not watching. I tried watching it. Was a little bit bored. I was like, okay, let's not pretend that I'm not a nerd who's barely interested in this sort of things. Tomorrow the new Discord challenge is going into the research phase. Who is down for a research phase? You just go out and you start doing stuff. Jesus. Can Pinterest help me here? Oh. Okay, just quick interlude. I open Pinterest and my eye goes to this Jeep and like, oh, that looks nice. I like the colors. And then immediately, wait, is that AI? So we're going to open it. No, it's... I mean, there's a lot of artifacts that look like AI, but apparently it's on ArtStation. So we're going to go to ArtStation, zoom in a little bit more. Like, look, okay, so this open image in new tab. I'm just going to say that it is AI because there is some melding here that I don't understand. Like, the tires are sort of... like this here, like I understand that there would be maybe some sort of cloth that is wrapped over it, so it would look slightly different. I could take that as well, but then why is also this thing so broken? None of the text is legible, so this is usually also a good AI sign. The text is not really legible text or numbers. So, and here again, things are melting together. So it's pretty cool looking car image. But then if we go back here, let's look for... does it say what it was done with? Somebody asked, is this Midjourney? I don't know where the things are, but I'm pretty sure this is AI. More and more. I mean, good job on using AI. But yeah, AI engineer. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, okay, this whole thing, I just wanted to look at the old computer, maybe damaged. There is, let's see. Oh, that's not damaged, that's just old. Okay, I guess we can just cheat it ourselves. So we go to highlights, take this color, push it quite a bit brighter, and then just do a bit of scratcheroonies, a bit of brightening the side. Like I also want to do a little, maybe something here, you have some sort of, as it's going around, it has a bit of wear and tear around there. Software use Midjourney. Okay, I don't know why I'm blind and I didn't see that, but clearly I'm blind and I didn't see that. Okay, so we should have a lot of scratches also around these buttons. So if we're doing a lot of adjustments, I would imagine we have wear and tear here. Okay, just I like adding just a little bit around the screen here. Human stuff has a sense of individuality to it. Sketcheroonies? Scratcheroonies? Okay. Where else? Oh yeah, here on this button. I would expect there to be quite a bit of touching and wearing. And then what I wanted to do because I liked the idea. Oh no, here it is, this one. Copy image. So we wanted to put sort of like a sticker onto this. And of course we're going to wear and tear this baby as well. Maybe bring down the opacity just a little bit. There we go. I think that is fine. Around here I would add, or let's go back to our highlights, add quite a bit of, especially if we are searching in our menus a lot, we'll probably have a lot of touching and wearing off here as well. The CRT needs scratches in the middle where it arches out, where it scrapes on the table and stuff. Okay, that's a good one. I'll take you up on that. I'm actually going to look up some reference for that, because just scratches, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it correctly. I think he finished 1 out of 3 parts before challenge officially started. Oh, I didn't know that the challenge didn't start yet. I was on the metro. I thought like, oh, let me just do some live sketching while I'm on the metro. CRT monitor. Oh, that's not good. Okay, they don't actually have super scratched CRT monitors. Interesting. Maybe if I don't do CRT. Tube? Scratched? Old. These are tube monitors, right? TV? Come on. Nothing. It's giving me nothing. Well, alright then, I will improvise. Let's see. I think this is good, but then what I'm going to do is bring the opacity down to that, merge it down, paste it. Oh, no, Control Shift V, bring it below the highlights and turn it black, and then move it to the side just a little bit. Oh, other side. There we go. And then if I bring down the opacity a little bit, I think this works. I think this works. And then I do want to bring in a bit more wear and tear here as well. Yeah, computers like, Robert, you were here for almost 1.5 hours, and I'm like, yeah, okay, but it's like, it's the last episode, so we can live with it. Oh, yeah, I was wondering, like, I did the sketch. How come nobody else does anything? And now that you say that the challenge hasn't even started, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Kim, very nice improvisation. You don't need Google Images. Well, I hope it works. It doesn't always work. I think it looks palatable. Okay, what do you guys think? Do we need anything still extra? Let me bring back my references. I could go a little bit yellower here and there, it feels like. And let me just... You know what this music reminds me of way more than Fallout? Mafia. If any of you guys have played Mafia 1, this very much reminds me of that. There we go. This is a bit better. Okay, not this part now. Now this part is like a spooky movie something, but before it sounded like proper Mafia music to me. One thing that I could do is what is this bit? Oh, these are the scratches, Jesus. Okay, let me call it under scratches. That is one game you should definitely not revisit in this original state. Mafia didn't get well. I actually replayed it like 5 years ago and I still loved it. I have too much love for that game to not love it. I cannot not love it. And I still like the main protagonist character in the original a bit more than what he looked in a remake. Is this soundtrack repeating for one? It does sound like it, doesn't it? Let's see. No, it's just way too similar to the previous one. Okay, let me switch. You guys are complaining. There we go. Completely different. I should just replay that song and call it completely different. I think we're good. Okay, no, here I see some things. So if we come to this, I'm gonna take now not the dodge tool but the burn tool, and just areas that I noticed it should be in shadow. Wow, that was a brush, not the burn tool. So this darken a little bit. This can be darkened a little bit. I switch to brush again. This area can be darkened a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. There we go. And then of course here where I added the... I can darken it there a little bit as well. All right. I am relatively satisfied with this. It's stuck when I'm going to sleep. All right, ladies and gents. For now, oh no, here we forgot this. Quick. Before I say anything, quickly. This is where the cord would be, and I want it like gray, plasticky. There we go. Just quickly, there we go. And then to make it even more fun, old telephone cord without the E, probably, yes. And of course telephone is with the PH. Now give me a come on, give me a good one. Give me a good one. Don't be difficult. Come on now. Can you just give me a good chord? This looks good. Too shiny. Less shiny. Okay, also tools, size, large. I'll probably start humming that tune when I get to my Come on, give me a nice chord. This looks like a 3D render, but I'm not gonna lie, the chord looks usable. Here, copy image. Did we copy the image or not? Copy image. Oh, I pasted it twice. I was in the wrong spot. Yeah, this is too low. No. This is too low resolution. I'm gonna go with this one. Copy image. Okay. All I need is this part. So everything else we can already delete. And then something like this. Light comes from the other side, so I would need to do this. And then edit, transform, flip horizontally. There we go. I think this works. But I can even leave that there. You know what? I will leave that there. And by that I mean this little thing here. This, I will leave that. But first, I'm gonna do this. And we are going to do a trick like this. Can you select subject? Are you smart enough? Almost did. Oh yeah, almost did correctly. There we go. Very good. Very good Photoshop. That is why you steal all my drawings and teach your AIs to do these things. Very good. I'm proud of you. All right. Let's make sure to erase all of this. All right, back. Now we just do this, the control. Let me do this. Papa, control T, warp it. Warp, I warp you in place. Place warping is the best kind of warping. Okay, erase everything that is not necessary. Adjust the color. And then of course we're going to do a soft eraser and just erase this out of existence. There we go. That is our Fallout portable telephone thingamajig that we did together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 5 episodes how I would approach prop design. Let me see if we can do a nice full screen. There we go, nice full screen. Actually, let's put all of this, bam, like that. There we go. There we go. This is what we did over the last couple of episodes. So I hope, I mean, I don't know how useful this is for whom, but it is a fun little approach of mixing traditional drawing with photo bashing, with just like pointing like, hey, this should look like this. So you have a little bit of everything in here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Probably next Monday I'm gonna see if I can do a video again, but next week is moving week, so probably you're not gonna see me online, or at least not gonna see me doing any sort of videos. And after that we're still setting up the house. So yeah, this is going to be it for at least 2 weeks is my expectation. So take care, keep on sketching. If you're on Discord, make sure to join the challenge, because it's a fun one, making you go out there, look at things and draw things. And yeah, if you feel like doing a little project for yourself, you can do a little prop like this. But until then, the most important thing is that you folks have a good time, keep on sketching, and see you in a couple of weeks. Bye bye.